What's going on, guys? It's the Answer MMA here, and today we got our fight night predictions. Andrade versus Blanchfield. A pretty weak card, of course. These next few cards are gonna be weak until we're waiting for that John Jones card, which is gonna be amazing. So after this one, I believe we got Krylov versus Span. I think that's a pretty underrated fight. Of course, we're gonna cover every single fight. So this card got, a few names. We got OSP. We got Jim Miller versus Alexander Hernandez. Maybe if Alexander Hernandez got a full camp, maybe that fight would be better. But I don't see that fight, going the distance. We also got Jordan Wright on the main card. So, yeah, not that much of a good card because, of course, Cheeto versus Corey got moved to, a fight night, San Antonio. My bad. And yeah, and we got left with Santos versus Blanchfield. Santos had to pull out. Something having to do with her team or something, not able to travel. So Andrade stepped in and, someone saved the fight night. And let's go through this. We're only going to cover the main event today because not that great of a card. Erin Blanchfield, Jessica Andrade, of course, being a veteran. Erin Blanchfield, only having 11 fights, still young to the game. And honestly, Andrade, she did not need to take this fight, let's be real. She just came off one against Lauren Murphy, probably not even a month ago. And she stepped in a fight, a lower ranked opponent who's about, 7 spots below her. And whatever, Andrade is a BMF of the women's division. She stepped in to fight a dangerous opponent, Erin Blanchfield. And here we go. We got the fight. Let's break it down. Andrade, of course, she got very good jiu-jitsu, pretty good striking. She hits like a freaking dude. And Blanchfield, I haven't really seen much of her striking. We've seen a lot of grappling. But, when she has you on the ground, she's going to start pouring out some strikes. Try to beat you on the ground, try to throw you in that crucifix and look for submissions and end you. And Andrade, she got various weapons on the ground, as we saw in the Lemos fight where she was able to submit her on the feet, which was crazy. And I could definitely see her winning the first round. I think she can start pouring out lots of volume. But since this is a short notice fight, we don't know how this is going to affect Andrade since she'll have a full training camp for this fight. And Blanchfield, of course, has been preparing months for Tyler Santos, who just came off a split decision against Valentina Shevchenko. So, it's a pretty different fight, Tyler Santos not really known for his striking. And Andrade, she loves to pour out a lot of volume like she did against Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy literally blocked shots with her face. So, pretty easy win for her. But much tougher opponent right here, Erin Blanchfield. Much smarter and more up and coming, of course, much younger. And yeah, I think Andrade will be winning that first round, by pouring out a lot of volume, landing more strikes. But I think in the second round, Erin Blanchfield is going to find a trip or something, get her on the ground, look for that crucifix, beat her down, maybe try to look for a submission, but just gas out Andrade and just beat her down with strikes. And I think this fight might end a TKO. So my final prediction, I'm gonna go round 2, TKO, Erin Blanchfield. And here are my final predictions for this week's fight night. Not that great of a card, My fight of the night here would probably be Jim Miller versus Alexander Hernandez. Alexander Hernandez, we already know how this fight's going to go probably. It's going to be like any other Alexander Hernandez fight. Starts off very good, wins that first round, but he guesses out. Or maybe might not even end in the round. He guesses out. Jim Miller is going to look for that finish, submit him, and yeah. These other fights, we got OSP, he's going to get fed to Philip Lins. Jordan Wright's on this card. Not not many intriguing fights. Not just I don't know. I like the Jim Miller Alexander Hernandez fight a lot. I'm glad that Hernandez stepped in, but I know that fight's not gonna end very quick. And yeah, I just hope this fight night card is pretty good. So I hope it's good. Hopefully it's enjoyable. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These are my predictions. Like, subscribe, and peace.